It is time for us to get environmentally sound, and Mendy from the Salmon Center bringing in Kathy. Kathy always puts a big monkey wrench into everything that's going on here with your big...
Yay, that's my goal.
Good to see you two in here, and we're talking about a very fascinating and fun concert series, Music in the Estuary concert series. Tell me about this, and who are the bands, and how can we get involved?
Yeah, so we've got 3 concerts coming up this summer. June 23rd, we will have the Psychedelic Shadow Show at the Salmon Center. July 13th, we will have the Community Center, which is a band that is flying in from Baltimore, Maryland to sing at our concert. Awesome. And then on August 25th, we have Stan Yantis's band Swing Fever.
Oh, yeah, Swing Fever,
lots
for
of
sure.
fun. So Stan's been coming every year for the past 7 years, but we've decided to expand the program this year to have 3 concerts with different bands coming in as kind of a awareness raiser for our amphitheater project that we're building at the Salmon Center. So this amphitheater will serve our community in a different way. We don't currently have an outdoor venue for folks to come and either watch music or listen to music, watch shows. So it'd be kind of a place for folks to do that in our community.
Very cool.
That
That's
is
one of
cool.
the first things I noticed when I got here.
That there was
A music venue out there.
Yeah, something, and that's a beautiful locale. So is the setup on that when it's eventually all created, you'll see beautiful sunsets and things like that as anticipated?
Yeah, for sure. So it's not going to be a huge venue, kind of a smaller one. We'll have it oriented so that you'll be looking out towards the west on our property. So great sunsets over the Hood Canal.
Community Center from Baltimore, how did you get hooked up with them, and how did they come out?
So last year I was at the Robin Hood over Halloween weekend, and they were playing that weekend at Robin Hood every night. And so we just reached out to them earlier this year to find out if they'd be willing to come and play at our show. So
That's cool.
they
I
were
just found
all
them
into
on
it.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very neat.
And they were really into it. So they really want to support small communities like this.
Well, I mean, we have a great community and such a rich history of music and entertainment here.
Yeah.
Kathy, I'm imagining somehow Mason Transit is involved.
I don't really have anything to do with it. I just like to hang out and be on the radio.
Just kinda come
so
along.
I just hang out in your little waiting area.
For
All right,
sure.
Kathy, come on.
I guess you can join in with Mendy here today.
Yeah, we do. We're partnering.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Mason Transit does what we call our specials. And if you're a community group or a government agency, something like that, you can apply to us for a special transportation. It's a special transportation application, and if we can meet the need, and it has to be, so this event needs to be within our normal service hours and days, so Monday through Saturday, or and just every day but Sunday, and during the time that we're usually out there on the road till about 8:30 at night. So this works really well with the concerts, and so it's no fee for this special, and we actually send a big Gillig bus and a driver, and we pick the groups up and we take them to the concert, and then we wait there, and when the concert's all over, we take everybody back. So we'll be picking groups up in Allen, in Union, in Hoodsport, and we'll be doing a Belfair shuttle, a couple shuttles at the beginning of each concert as well from Roy Bode
Very
Park
cool.
and Ride. Yeah, so
that.
we'll become, and Shelton, are we doing Shelton High School too?
We're doing the
Civic Center.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
and then
Civic
also
Center.
the Pickering Park and Ride.
Yeah. So all those
Oh,
places,
yeah.
people will be able to go, wait for our bus, get on the bus with their blankets and their coolers, which we don't usually let everybody do. So just get that out there.
Yes.
No
Wow.
coolers on the bus. But for the specials, we will. No drinking or eating still.
Right.
But you can bring that to the concert. So we picture, families getting on our bus with their blankets and their coolers and getting to the concert. And when they're all done, they just hop back on the bus and get dropped off at wherever their car's at.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're excited to be able to help, and I get to go.
Yes.
So it's part of my job.
Pretty nice perk, I suppose. So, Mendy, what about tickets online?
Yeah.
Is it at the Salmon Center's website, or how do we get tickets?
So it's pnwsalmoncenter.org/music.
Okay.
So it's all available there, and you can also reserve a spot on the concert bus.
Yep.
And
Party
then,
bus!
so this amphitheater, is it the initial stages for folks who maybe have never been up there.
Yeah.
How far along are we, or is it part of the concert series this year, or maybe next year?
Yeah,
or-
no, so more likely next year. So we just got a cost estimate and blueprints from our architect. So we're working now on fundraising for that effort. Hope to have it developed maybe as early as next summer, but more likely 2020.
Okay. Is this the same amphitheater that I hear other rumblings about in the North End, or is this another effort to bring more outdoor music to the community?
I think it's the only amphitheater
Okay.
in North Mason. Yep.
Your look of surprise kind of agrees with that comment there. That's good stuff.
Better be.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah. Also, we have to talk about Alderbrook Resort and Spa.
Okay.
Because they're partnering with us
that's right.
basically,
Fun.
and they're going to be doing some work with their guests out there and letting everybody know that's there for those weekends. That they can. We're going to stop right in front of Alderbrook out there on 106.
Oh,
In
another
lane
good-
shop. Yep, out at Alderbrook, and let their guests make it a whole package deal.
That
yeah.
is nice to take the bus
Yeah.
up there for sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
So the first concert will be June 23rd.
correct.
And that after that, we'll have the banding from Baltimore Community Center and Swing Fever. We'll put the links to where you can find tickets in the show notes here.
Awesome.
Additionally, and I mentioned this to you right before we started, this Saturday, Stephanie and I are going to go do the out migrating chum counts or something. How
Yes.
are things working with all this?
Great. It's first year we've been counting out-migrating juvenile summer chum and fall chum on the Union River. So this is the last week and a half of this out-migration effort, and it's been going great. We've seen a lot of baby salmon coming out of the Union River, and that's really encouraging. And part of that is because of the large-scale estuary restoration we did back in 2012 and 13 on the Union River. So those juveniles need estuary habitat in order to thrive and survive. So we see that our efforts are paying off.
Very
Working.
nice. Very nice. Mendy Harlow and Kathy Geist here, Environmentally Sound this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. That wasn't
you're
so bad, was it?